your HOT6 GSL. My conscience is telling me.
Welcome back. It's time to see who's going to be eliminated first in Group B, the toughest group here in the GSL Code S. I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Hero, SOS, these guys do have a history, Artosis.
Oh, they certainly do. They have a history of SOS mopping up the floor with Hero's ashes. Hero, of course, losing to him in the Katowice Grand Finals in IEM a couple years back for $100,000. Hero, of course, made $0 that day.
Yeah, that was the winner's takes all tournament, wasn't it? So would be really nice for Hero to get some revenge, but SOS, he's just very difficult to predict. He kind of plays this game on like this genius level. He just sees it completely differently. He approaches it.
He approaches it in such a different
fine
way.
cheesing 5 games in a row. He's fine doing the same thing over and over. It's just so hard to predict.
It's very mind game oriented.
And I'd say he's one of these guys who probably is thinking on his feet more than a lot of the other pro gamers we have here. I think he's really okay adjusting the dials and shifting gears.
He's good at, like, I'm trying to think of other players that fit this where they're just good in so many different situations.
Maybe Life?
Yeah, Life could be one.
But not as much as SOS.
He's not as mind game based, but he's very high up there. Parting, MC.
I guess Life would be more like Mario, like, oh, his harass is so good, he's so on top of it.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe MC. I'm trying to think of like a Zerg or a Terran.
I mean, no one quite lines up to SOS. He's the pinnacle of what we're talking about here, so. Yeah.
Then again, I mean, Hero's a very good player. He is a player who learns and adapts over the months and months, so maybe he'll do better here. You can already see SOS smiling, a little bit of joking going on with the two in the lobby chat. Map 1, Echo. Map 2, Expedition Lost. If we get to Map 3, it'll be Coda.
All right. Let's see. I mean, it's PvP, so the maps don't matter quite as much. 3 2-player maps, that's important to mention. But here we go, Tasis. Echo, our first map, Hero versus SOS.
It's loaded up now. Let's do this. Tell your friends to tune in. We got a PvP. The loser between these two is going to be knocked out of the GSL Code S.
HOT6 GSL 시즌 3.
HOT6.
In the bottom right in the red, he is
CJ 엔투스 히어로.
in the upper left in the blue. He is
지네어 그리닝스 SOS.
We have a probe making a beeline from SOS's base to Heroes.
Well, it's
some SOS support here.
Is he going to go for a cannon rush?
He might.
So strong.
Yeah.
He is so strong.
That time that guy wasn't trying to trick us like last time. He didn't have a second sign
He's
there.
like, JK Maru is the best Protoss.
I think he's gonna do it.
Oh, he's gas stealing. Okay.
Oh! Booyah.
Okay, so he got 1 gas.
Yep.
But he lost a lot to do that. Not nearly the result he was looking for. Hero's building placement kind of threw it off, and his probe was already up there, so kind of worked out really well for Hero here. So SOS, thing is, I would normally say at this point, SOS is probably frustrated with this, but SOS of all players probably has backups for stuff like this. Like, he's like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. I don't know what to do from here.
Now, let's take a look at what he's doing here. Notice he has gas in his hand. He just comes over here, he harasses. He mined gas earlier out of the assimilator that he stole. Then he pops out, he has gas, now you go back to a mineral, and then try to mine the mineral. Maybe not, maybe he's going to see if he can't do something else here, but...
No, I think he'll continue to do it.
Watch. He's this is like the most tiny version of harass, but it actually...
It is harass.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of harass too, and as soon as they start attacking him, you just go in the geyser.
It's kind of funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh yeah. You really nailed it.
Well, we do have a Zealot on the way. No big surprise there. Needs to be able to clear this geyser out.
This is why you can't really practice for SOS. How many games? Those of you guys have watched StarCraft all the time. How often do we really see a PvP gas steal?
It's
not that often.
No, not really. I mean,
It's a
recently
thing.
we've seen it a couple times, but that's it. Like, it's definitely something that rotated out for a very long time. But yeah, he does bring the game in directions that people aren't used to a lot of the time. Now we have a lot of attacking pressure going on that, so he will be able to clear that out and get his second gas. Hero, though, with that first gas, focusing on getting his warp gate research done. So we could see him do some sort of warp gate rush. Those aren't too common or too popular because they generally don't do anything. Like, no one dies to... 4 gate isn't even a build. Now it's 3 gate. If you're going to do something that's a 3 gate, people don't die to that anymore. Micro's too good and all that. Intelligence is too good. So he just goes into a Stargate, which is the hardest one to predict after you've stolen the gas because it's so gas intensive.
Yeah. Oh, did that probe get around? Yeah, he's trying to go in there and actually scout. So let's see. You know, right now, Hero trying to be a bit of a poker player here.
Yeah. SOS went for a Twilight here, so.
Yeah, I think that's a great play.
Dark Shrine.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we got the 2 Stalkers coming down here now, and there's no way that Hero can contest this. And they will actually just go for the Zealot here.
Yeah, and, you know, Dark Shrine in this matchup, definitely different from the other ones. Like, Dark Shrine, I almost consider it, like, an expansion build. It, like, just puts on a little bit of harassment. It doesn't... I mean, it can kill people, but, like, you know, you don't... You're not way far behind if it doesn't.
Well, here's the other thing, too, right? Like, the reason why DTs are different in PvP is because it's not as easy to just get your second base. And when you see it in PvT, you're basically hoping you can get in there to a Terran who's got 2 scans. And Tech, of course, also very different. Protoss doesn't have a scanner. They always end up having, no matter what, under any circumstance. So we see the Oracle coming around now.
Yeah, we'll see what it can actually get done here. He does have that next cannon instantly ready. But he saw the Dark Shrine, so that's pretty important.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he does a build like this, he should put it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like somewhere just like...
Oh, like out on the map or something?
Out on the map, maybe.
Well, either way, you know, even if it gets scouted, like even the threat of Dark Shrine makes your opponent play differently.
Yeah,
and we actually, the only detection we have is that Oracle, so it has to go home. And he didn't even warp in a Dark Templar, because he's like, okay, you saw it, you'll have detection. No point. And that's a cool thing about this matchup.
Ooh, coming up now.
He's actually like, oh, you must have made one, though.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Nope.
That's funny.
Just doesn't want to miss it walking by. Like, he wants to hear his mothership core shoot and whatnot. Like, because if it walks by while his stalkers are out of base, it'll kill so many probes.
If he actually exhausts the energy, is there... Okay, I'm thinking like a mile a minute here. Is there any merit to following this up with a stalker harass or anything like that? Because he's actually depleting...
Hero?
Yeah, I guess, wait, SOS doesn't actually know, though, that the Hero is depleting the energy there on his Oracle.
Yeah, I mean, the detection's pretty cheap, and you got to kind of assume that he's going to be making a robo. And they both did go blink, so I don't think that there's really anything that they can do against each other right now. I think we're going to see forges started pretty soon.
Get back here.
That first forge timing should be coming up. But Hero looks like he wants to test if SOS made enough stalkers. Unfortunately for him, he absolutely made more than him and is going to have blink like a millisecond quicker.
He's going to wait until he has vision of the high ground. Oh! Yeah. Nicely done. Blinks away at the last second, saving that 1 stalker.
And so SOS takes a little lead here. Now, during that, we saw that forge started for Hero. So realizing that no one's really going to die here, and SOS, after that, realizing no one's going to die and makes his. But Hero's a little bit quicker there.
Alrighty. SOS, I really love how he plays this. It's always a treat casting SOS's games because he just does everything so differently. Like, even not making the DTs there, it's like, okay, well, I guess you can do that. This guy is good enough. He's going to be ready for it 100%.
Yeah.
You know, once he gets up there. So
totally, yeah.
Make him change the way he's playing and then just segue into something else.
Yeah, and it's like not even really worth canceling. Like Dark
Yeah, you could
Shrine
use that
is
later.
fantastic.
We might be
PvP.
to where they're both on 4 bases. DT's
Hell,
gonna be
you
great
might
there.
need an
Yeah.
Archon in a really weird situation.
Yeah, sure.
Against warped-in Zealots in your main base, a DT is great defense. You know, DTs are just so different. in this matchup. Wow.
The Immortal taking some hits here. Late Guardian Shield as well.
A little bit of a miss micro there by SOS, I would say. You should have taken a step forward during the first 2 volleys, like both times, but that's okay. It was a good move by Hero, catching SOS off guard for sure.
Second Immortal almost out. 2 more gates on the way here. We are getting rapidly close to Colossus Tech. Meanwhile, oh, never mind. Beat me to it. The Oracle comes in, but is then bounced out.
Hero continuing to poke, realizing that he has a slight stalker advantage, but he is going up a hill, so it's a little bit tough to get anything done.
And with the second Immortal there, there's no point in Hero trying to attack up again. Is he going to just tag this?
Yeah, probably. Doesn't quite have that energy yet.
Yeah, you're right. Excuse me.
He will in just now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Hero's going to go up and poke once again. He sees where all the units are, so he definitely has the freedom to do this when he has more Blink Stalkers.
Kind of cute. Gets a probe there.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're spending your money at home and making the right stuff, that's fine. He killed something.
One DT's on the map. Do you see where it is?
Oh, there it is.
Now this is
Kind
pretty
of
smart.
cute. He's like, okay, you have a lot of units out here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going right on top of that Immortal.
Hero just punching through right now, taking out the Sentry and
Oh my
both
God,
Immortals.
Hero.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Whoa, you just saw a huge sigh there from SOS after that engagement.
Yeah, that's the 3rd Immortal he's lost in such a way. You know, this is kind of pointing back to how powerful Oracle can be in this matchup where he's just getting this constant intel on exactly what he has.
Look at what he did. He baited him away. He got his Observer over to the other guy's Observer and then ran for it.
You are completely right about that. That is so brilliant. And look at this. He is going to kill a lot of probes here.
Now he should run out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Blocks the DT. Another big sigh there from SOS.
Yeah, it's suddenly not as good. Lose the Observer and the DT for 5 probes is not as good.
Yeah,
but if he gets out of there, that's like...
And there's still that threat constantly,
awesome.
you know, him being on the map.
Yeah.
So they're both taking their 3rd bases now. SOS is a little bit later than Heroes.
Look at that. This is actually a very nice move by SOS and Hero as well. SOS having to make a couple Stalkers to defend that. He can sit that Oracle there all day, though.
Oh, looks like Hero's going to be coming up. He might be walking right into this. I think he blinks away just barely in time. That Stalker at like 0.001% health. And now it looks like SOS is going to rotate around to the right side of the map. And he actually can actually just go ahead and hit this. If he gets fast enough and he just blinks on this too.
Yeah, he does try to, but Hero is quick enough. Gets out of there for the time being. His army is fragmented though right now.
Where the hold up. I'm going to attack this again here.
Yeah, look at this. He's just whittling that off. He's continuing to zone it out, which is really nice as well.
It looks like he actually wants to just come up here and hit the Colossi.
Yeah,
Maybe
SOS
just
has
the 3rd base.
He has a lot of Zealots right now, and that means a lot because he has charge. So he can actually win this battle.
One Zealot comes in there to start beating up the workers. Uh-oh. This is a pretty crazy arc, though.
Oh, and we actually have that Mothership Core die off for SOS before it casts anything. That's a big deal. His Zealots actually charge forward to actually get everything off
With the Zealots, it actually absorbs a lot of the attacks there from the Colossus. Does he want to do this?
Yeah, I don't think so, but I mean,
Well,
it's what he's doing.
He needs to blink off forward with the Stalkers. Yeah, hit the Colossus like that. He has DTs in this. Is there an Observer in this army?
Oh my God,
there's
he
no
picked the
observer. There's no Observer. Wait, did he? No, it's over there on the right.
Okay.
Center
it
straight
does
now.
come up, but you know what? The DTs did a lot of damage in here.
All right, pick a Colossus here, SOS. Okay,
but there's enough Stalkers here for Hero to be able to do the same, so he has to get out of here. And at the end of the day, this actually worked out better for Hero, but that was like pretty cool that he was utilizing.
Pretty technical.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead, get rid of your observers, deal some extra damage to DTs because don't forget their swipes are huge. They deal a lot of damage.
Hero was like way on top of everything back there. He actually found both his observers and got him over there immediately. That's tasteless playing in that game. I lose, and I never find my observers,
Yeah.
man. I just leave. Like,
You watch the replay, you can't even find them there. It says you have to, you can't find them though.
all right, and this is going to be a counterattack on the third. I think this is actually what he needs to win the game. Now, the DTs, SOS being crafty, is going to come in here, start trying to pick off probes. Looks like Hero is none the wiser.
You'd have to be endlessly crafty though to actually win from this position as SOS. Like losing this base is so tough. He does have a bunch of Zealots that deal some damage, but it's not enough. He has to run back with his ramp. He just got a GG. That's it.
SOS loses.
Uh-oh.
And we should be seeing that in a second here, which will bring us to game number 2. GG, SOS taps out. That was a fun game. A lot of twists and turns there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
I really enjoyed that.
Definitely a fun one. A lot of little feigns and whatnot. DT tech with no DTs. A lot of luring of observers. Sniping as much as possible. Hero really got ahead by making more blink stalkers and continually harassing there. When
I think we would have had a different game. He got 3 Immortals, a Sentry.
If he had 3 more Immortals during that big attack, it definitely looks different from what we saw.
Yeah, for sure.
Way different. But some great moves by Hero.
SOS is going to be beating himself up for that because that's like just basic StarCraft right there. Don't lose those Immortals. That's the only way he can hurt you.
Yeah, it was tough. Hero really put him in a tough spot there. Tagging his units, he has to sit there because otherwise, you know, his probes will all die. So
Maru's still here in our studio watching, hoping that SOS can get out of this. Right now, he's going to have to win this game and the next.
The generic Green Wings private helicopter didn't bring him home already?
That's right, not yet, my friend. Game number 2 is on Expedition Lost. Can SOS come back? Hero looking solid. Don't forget, the winner goes on to face off against Classic in the final match here today before we close out Group B.
All right, Expedition Lost. This map is a little bit different. Don't forget, you do have that back door that you can knock down. You can kill that destructible ice, or whatever it is, that ice debris, and come up that back ramp. So that is a big deal that you have to keep in mind.
Expect anything. This is Hero versus SOS.
시즌 3
In the upper right, in the red, he is
CJ 엔투스 히어로
might very well get his revenge. The time when he did not make a lot of money in a previous match against SOS. Down here in the bottom left, speaking of which,
지네어 그리닝스 SOS
So,
he's doing it again.
This is a rather quick probe. Do you think it is just a double gas skill? I think it is, yeah. I think you're right.
He's got to be sneaky. Loop-de-loop.
It's like, you're so lucky you got a gas last game. I can't wait to see what his follow-up is with this.
Yeah, I want to see. That's what I'm most interested in, is what is the build here? Oh! Takes that one.
Oh my god, and Hero blocks it again. I wish we had SOS's face on camera for that.
Yeah, I know, because the point is, guys, he takes both the gases. And then he has to balance between Tech and Protoss trying to expand. But clearly SOS has some kind of brainy, zany build that he can use
He
to
definitely
win this.
has something that probably you'll die to the first time you see it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny that he saved this specifically to do against Hero, because he could have done it against Classic, but he didn't.
He
even
probably
try.
wants to try to use this against just Hero so he can go back to a normal game against Classic. But
Could be. I think he probably is more afraid of Hero, like, which is funny to say because of how much Classic has won, but there's something to it, I think. Hero's like so ridiculously good. He's like one of the guys you have to like truly follow with Protoss, and he has been for much longer than Classic. But yeah, so gets that gas.
trying to figure out how effective. Oh, didn't get the cybernetic score. Got to remake that. Trying to figure out how effective this is if he just gets one gas, because it definitely does something, right? But I don't know. Historically, gas steals in StarCraft II have not been as popular. Like in Brood War, they were used a lot. They were like crazy, but
they were insane.
I mean, here they just are not as much of a factor because you'd have to spend double the amount of money to take two gases.
It's Well, the thing is, if this happens, it's like you've just delayed their gas.
This is where right when he kills the gas, you take the gas again, right? If it's Brood War. You're like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh god, I don't even want to talk about
That
it.
guy has 10 less ping than me, and I can't ever get my gas back.
You know, because that would happen because you'd steal gas against Terran, and because there's only one geyser, and
He's
as they
gonna try
kill
to do
it,
it.
you
He's
run
gonna try to
back
do
and you take it again.
No, can't do it.
Probes could just like start it, and see, he tried that, but it was a little bit different in StarCraft 1. Like, it was very much easier for Protoss to just steal it from Terran, and like so what I started doing when that started happening often is I would leave 5 hit points on the assimilator that was stolen, and wait till the probe was far enough away that I could start it after killing it.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, no, you're supposed to leave like 15 or 20 because.
Oh, then the probe comes up and attacks and kills it. Yeah, yeah.
When the first time that happened, I just like, oh man,
Lost
I had
it.
some choice words from my opponent. Killed his own guys or made a new. No! On that mining time. All right. Anyways, both players going into 3 gateways at the moment.
Kind of funny, yeah, because early game, it's really hard to kill a building that's warping in, right? Like, I mean, buildings warping in just make it an incredible rate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he is like on the hunt.
Truly is. He knows that something very aggressive could be happening. Now look at this. Both players going for 3 gateways. SOS's is a 3-gate rush to start, like he's chrono boosting quite heavily. Both adding stargates. Hero's just slightly quicker here. And look at the gas is actually super similar in these two.
Huh.
To be fair, SOS has purchased 1 more stalker, so that's why it's so close.
And now he's going to get a good idea of what's going on. A glimpse inside the main base there of SOS. Hero then recalls back.
Oh, but that means no Nexus cannon, so that could be a little bit scary.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, no Nexus cannon.
Now, of course, SOS doesn't have an offensive Nexus cannon here, so still they could have very similar amounts of stalkers. 6, though, for SOS. It's a bit quicker on this stasis. This is probably just death. It's hard to imagine how you can live against this right now.
Yeah, there's not anywhere to run or hide either.
Well, he's
Look
doing
at that
pretty good
splitting.
micro.
Look at the splitting there of the shots.
And it looks like he is warping in a few more, but more stalkers already ready for SOS.
Oh, got to get that 1 injured stalker to the back there. And you can see Hero is very eager to jump on that.
Look at that, warping in the Zealot over there, and SOS just pushing forward. And as he picks off these stalkers, that's basically going to be game.
Stalker, Phoenix rather, going to come over here, try to pick up.
Yeah, that was a really good lift up, actually.
Yeah.
That actually pushed it into his favor enough that he gets to kill off this stalker for free. And never mind, it's not game at all. That was making the Phoenix was actually very clever.
Yeah, kind of crazy there, because that was so close.
Yeah, yeah.
SOS is
that
also
was,
making his own Phoenixes.
That
by
was
the way.
almost the point of no return. But you know, he had another production facility. He's like, okay, well, Void Ray costs too much, and Oracle doesn't help. You know, Oracles don't really do that much damage, but a Phoenix actually just like 1-for-1s right there and gives him that advantage for a second.
Notice he's got stalkers down here at the bottom right. Here, SOS does to finish
God.
What?
Hero has a stalker stuck.
What?
He has a stalker stuck.
Wait. Show me on the.
One of his original stalkers. No wonder this started going SOS's way.
Oh
so
my
quickly.
god, that is so horrible.
Yeah, that's one that popped out before he had the warp gate done, and that's why it was
Yeah,
so
see that
hard.
top of the screen, guys, right below the SOS thing. Well, now it's gone. You'll never know.
Wow, that's more power to him that he actually ended up holding this. Wow. Nice pick off by Hero.
Yeah, pretty close. Stalker count here is 3 to 3.
Well, yeah. I like how you said 3 to 3 when there's 4 because one's stuck.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I actually meant to say? I meant to say Phoenix count. Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Phoenixes are even. I don't know. We do
That's
that
funny.
sometimes where we swap one of the units for another unit here. Yeah, that's true. It is 3 for stalkers, but it's also.
I wonder if
even
a
in
probe
Phoenixes.
can fit in between the pylon and this, because then you might be able to lift your stalker, put 2 probes in there, and then drop the stalker and have it pop. I don't think I've never tried this, but
I'm
I don't
not sure. I don't even know if he really has time to do that with the pressure SOS is putting on him.
Yeah.
Now, both players are expanding. Hero expanded a little bit earlier. It seems like SOS wanted to try to stop that and then realized he couldn't, so his Nexus is a few more seconds behind.
Hero making a lot of Phoenixes right now. We saw before that SOS definitely not afraid at all of going mass Phoenixes. In fact, adds a second Stargate, which Hero immediately scouts. Will Hero add another Stargate?
Let's not forget, guys, if you remember from earlier today, SOS did a fantastic job getting multiple Stargates and really showing us how to win Phoenix versus Phoenix.
Hero
Yeah, there we
adds
go.
his second one, adds the gases before he even finishes here, knowing that gas is the only thing that matters in 2 Stargate Phoenix versus 2 Stargate Phoenix.
Damn right.
Now, when you both commit like this, you basically have to spend every penny of gas on Phoenixes. You can take a third base reasonably fast because the ground armies are so weak. And as you take the third base, you can either try to go for Phoenix range on the Fleet Beacon, or you can try to switch into Archon. Now, there are some other things too. People do sometimes try to go blank and Stalkers and stuff, but I feel like with the level of these two, that could be a little bit risky. They might see that's happening and kill each other. But
Only one gas for SOS, by the way, this expansion. It's interesting. Does he know this exactly, Artosis, as we've said many times before? Because maybe you don't need exactly 4. No, I'm sorry. He didn't take a 4th gas either. I'm sorry. I thought for a second Hero took 4 gases and SOS was taking 3.
I think it just is balancing the economy a little bit because they both still have to make probes and pylons and stuff.
Right,
so
right.
It's like, just get a few more probes out and then get it. And you know, it's a lot more money to mine all that gas at once. So, all right, Phoenix count is really what matters at this point. It's 9-9. It's kind of like Muta's, guys. If you have less than your opponent, you just die in the battle super fast.
Yeah, and it's not even like you trade and then you end up with like 3 more. It's like, nope. Like the shots start to fire as once. The moment that one guy loses 1, it starts to spiral out of control. The Phoenix fatalities go up exponentially.
And when you
until
see
they're
them
gone.
fight, they are all going to be stacked in like one clump. It's like sometimes very hard to even tell if you're going to win or lose the Phoenix fight. Oh, well, okay, we have SOS actually going across the map right now.
Oh, SOS has more Phoenixes.
Yeah.
He's got 11, 12 now.
He does now.
9.
He just
should
killed
just
like
get that
2 right
Stalker.
there.
He just pick that Stalker up and murder him.
If he
Kill
does,
it.
and the other Phoenix is flying during that moment, though, he could be in trouble.
Phoenix is for Hero. Gonna head down southbound now. Now, remember how Classic lost against SOS? He sent his Phoenixes in there, and then SOS just swooped in and surrounded him and just stayed on top of him until they hit the corner of the screen, or corner of the map, I should say.
They have to be careful about going across the map like SOS is doing now. But look at this, Tasteless. We actually have the 3rd Stargate being added for SOS, and we have Phoenix range being made for Hero. So with Phoenix range, on a big enough map, 1 Phoenix would kill 50, okay? But that would have to be infinitely large. Now, if he hits, because he has 3 Stargates, right before that finishes...
Oh, he does
he'll crush.
timing. Yeah.
Yeah, because then he'll just have more Phoenixes because you just spent a ton of gas on your Fleet Beacon and the... What is the name of it?
What?
God, I know the name of this stupid upgrade for Phoenix range. Like Antigua Warp Crystals. No, Anion Pulse Crystals.
One thing to note, guys, when you have Phoenix versus Phoenix like this, if the one group of Phoenixes ever crosses the other to where the one Phoenix flock or fleet or whatever is on the opposite side of the other one, that's the point. That's the point of no return.
Okay, he has range now, so he just crushes. You have to throw up your Nexus cannon. You have to sit back. This is really tough. He needs to start making like photon cannons. He needs to get his own range. Or he needs to chase these Phoenixes against a wall where range doesn't matter. Yeah, he's so screwed, man. No, this is terrible for SOS. Couldn't be worse.
Look at this.
Look, he's trying to chase him against the wall. He gets right next to him. Beautifully done by SOS. That was, oh my God. That risky damage he just did is insane.
That was so crazy.
He flew them into a... Oh my...
He's hit him right from behind. The perfect... Okay.
Dude, he flew them outside of his base to the top. Oh, I have the sickest nerd chills right now. He flew them outside of his base to the top because he's like, okay, well, I should be hiding behind Nexus cannons, just like I was explaining to you guys.
Yeah. I didn't even notice he went around until he just came in there.
Yeah.
Now watch. This map can't go on forever.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
now
you have range,
edge.
it's not infinite, so he can just fly in. He can kill the Phoenixes and every probe and stuff like that.
Now the problem is the flip around attack just... That was crazy,
man.
The
fact that he went out there to do that, like, he just knew. He looked at it, he's like, okay, Hero will continue to poke in here because that's how you kill the Phoenixes.
Well, he also saw that he was hovering out of the range of the Stargate, so he could kind of dive in and kill him. And so while that was going on, that's when SOS did this rotation and just came in from behind.
His brilliance.
I was like watching a nerd get eaten by a shark.
He thinks outside the box. Like, that was such quick thinking for him to go out there. He's like, okay, well, if he plays right, this will kill him. And that is one of the only ways that you can win this type of Phoenix battle. You have to get him up against a wall where range doesn't matter. And he literally just like chased him in an area where there was nowhere to run.
Hero's getting 2 Twilight Councils now.
Oh my god.
That's when you know somebody's been shaken up.
So I need charge right away.
I need charge and blink. There's no time. That's definitely a mistake. And so, did Hero back off? Or SOS back off from the third base? I thought he was going to try to go in there. I guess he wants to be really, really safe here.
I'm not sure what his plan is with where he's moving the Phoenixes. I feel like I would. He's afraid because he doesn't have range yet. Because if Hero's non-stop chronoing Phoenixes right now out of 3 Stargates, with his range, he could go out and start punishing these and kill 2 or 3 on the run home.
Funny thing is, he's not doing that. So now there's 17 Phoenixes here for SOS.
Yeah. He has a lot, but we've switched into Blink Stalkers here.
And it looks like they're going to be getting down there just a little bit before Blink is done. Hit that third base.
Third base will evaporate. There's just nothing there. Everything's gone. All right, he's going to kill every probe here in a matter of seconds. But he's going to have to go home.
Come on. Come on. Oh, he's seeing his own base being attacked down there. He's like, my probes. So, Stalker's coming down now. They're going to go ahead and hit this Nexus. They're doing a great job. Meanwhile, the only thing SOS can do, since this base is basically unattended, is to use all that mana on those Phoenixes to start killing off all these workers. Nexus Cannon goes down over here. Zealots in the Sentry trying to back up.
Yeah, he just can't beat that many Stalkers with these Stalkers. He has to actually bring his Phoenixes home, and he already used a lot of energy, which could bite him in the butt. We'll see. They do run away for the time being.
One Zealot is hitting that Nexus up there at the top.
A Void Ray being produced.
Man, kind of a crazy game here. Hero has not lost his Nexus. That's important to note. Stalkers are returning home. SOS with kind of this lopsided unit composition. Not totally clear if you can win a fight. I think that's going to help a lot when SOS gets that Immortal out.
Yeah. Well, a nice blink here. Going to try to pick some of these off. That's 1. Sounds like 2 died. And obviously a lot of
workers here.
Probes being killed. Yeah, he's down to 24 probes right now, which is pretty painful.
And that is to the 41 right now of SOS. Looks like he has been chased entirely out.
14 Phoenixes.
Okay, so actually SOS beat me to my own question. I was going to say, does SOS expand or does he try to poke in and take out the third base? I guess he can even do both if he really wants to. If he gets maybe another Immortal or so out.
Yeah, he needs like a little bit more than he has. Like right now, Hero's army is
better.
Straight up, like in a heads-up fight, it's better. Like 14 Phoenixes don't beat 23 Blink Stalkers. But once he gets a few more Immortals in there, and you know, he has a Void Ray, he has 9 Stalkers of his own. No Blink for him, but kind of getting into an okay area with his ground army.
The fact that we have Hero chronoing his Nexus over and over again is also slowing down some of the other production. Oh man, and see, this is the problem. Stalkers with Blink are great, but the Phoenixes can always outrun Stalkers with Blink. Oh, yes, do we have anything to detect here?
Yes, we do actually. Observer.
I believe that. Wait, is that a blue Observer?
Yes.
For some reason, I thought that was Hero's Observer.
There was a red one as well. He killed it.
Okay.
It was like right next to it, basically. But yeah, this is.
He's gonna make Archons and try to go for it. Here we go.
Okay, Archons are perfect here. Like, Archons can't be lifted, guys, and they do splash and large amounts of damage, and he has +1 attack, so that's all pretty good. But Immortals, and he can target them down pretty quickly. He has 3 Immortals, 11 Stalkers, and a Void Ray. He needs to target those Archons. If they're gone, he has a chance to win the battle.
So it's still 3 base versus 3 base, but the point of contention is about to be here in SOS's turf. He's coming up now. Archons and Stalkers.
Oh, man.
Oh, nice. No Nexus Cannon.
SOS is not good at keeping his Mothership Core alive or
That's been the kind of the subplot of today here.
Oh my god, the Archons are out of position right now. He blinks back all the way to get them up there, but that means that they're just going to be targeted very quickly, I would say. Starts lifting up more and more Stalkers here. All he needs to do is win this one battle, and he should be good to go.
The Archons aren't really going for the Phoenixes.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird targeting during this battle, but look, SOS absolutely crushes.
That's funny because it's those Archons were in the back, so the Phoenix has got a huge amount of the initial pickups.
Yeah, and then using his entire blink, like all of his Stalkers just blinked back. It was like it's like how you watch amateurs try to do blink Stalker attacks.
Yeah,
but like that let all the Archons be focus fired like very quickly, and it wasn't perfect focus fire. There's like a lot going on.
Like I said, the Archons weren't hitting the Phoenixes either.
Yeah, a lot of them weren't.
They were just attacking the other Stalkers in the front. That's not what you want to have happen.
Yeah, you need to erase that Phoenix count very quickly.
Man, this matchup is crazy. It's now 57 supply to 108. Thermal Lance is finishing here for SOS. I think a counter push is
he's
due.
He's just gonna be able to take this game. At the moment, we do have, well, kind of funnily enough, we have Hero making oracles right now. Not sure what the plan is.
And now he's just going to be hitting some of these Phoenixes.
He's going to pick a lot of stuff off here, actually.
That was actually a great play.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough to get Hero back in the game, but that was really good moves.
Yeah, and look at this now. He's sending 2 oracles out, so I wonder if he's going to hit a couple different bases, try to kill all the probes, like lure everything out here. As far as the Phoenix count goes, they're all gone. There's a Void Ray left, so that's something that could kill them, but the oracles could do some serious damage to his probe line.
This is pretty technical by both sides. The execution's not been there, but the ideas are pretty brilliant, man.
Oh, this is.
He could even try to kill observers here. Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah. GG.
Oh, but that did not work. So sick. He wanted to get the observers and then send DTs.
Yeah,
in.
it was a cool idea.
He did get that at Robo Bay earlier, after all. But I think we're going to go to game 3.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see a way. Like, he has an okay-ish economy, but he will never catch up on the army. He needed that DT move to actually end up working, but okay, tries to get it again, doesn't get it again.
Yeah.
He'll GG at any moment, I would say.
So this group of DTs is going to try to come around now.
Hero making 8 more Stalkers.
Is that going to be enough? He's going to make it. He's going to try to do some kind of base tradey stuff.
He's going to go ahead and target the cannon. That's kind of a cool move.
Then run around here.
Observer's still here.
DTs of his own are coming in now.
Oh, man.
And I think that's something that Hero had not accounted for, was the fact that he might need his own observer down there.
Yeah, from bad to worse.
Yeah, and it wasn't just to get the other observer, it was also a spot for DTs.
Well, the DTs are giving him some sort of hope in this game, thinking there might not be any detection left. But let's see, we have 3 observers for SOS right now, so like his chances of winning are over 100% at this point.
Oh, the DTs are running back over here now. Still no detection down here, which is the real problem. Probes are disappearing at a shockingly fast rate.
Hero's still doing his best right now.
I'm sorry, does he have an oracle or something? Is there something I don't see here?
Hero has 1 observer at the moment.
No, I think he has none now.
Oh, he's lost it.
Yep.
Just lose it.
GG. Wow, okay.
All right, well,
what a
Hero really trying to hold on. Yeah, that was a very interesting one. Really, truly a StarCraft II highlight. It's sad no one makes highlight reels, but when SOS flew those Phoenixes in from behind, that was like just
I
knowing
was so excited when I saw that.
He knew Hero would do the right thing, so he flew out like. If Hero was a bad player, maybe his Phoenixes randomly flew up there, and then he finds SOSs and kills them all and wins the game.
Yeah.
SOS just like a master. He's so smart.
Well, we're going to be going on now into game number 3 here. Got to say, that attack there by Hero was pretty abysmal. We thought he was going to win the game. He had those Archons, Stalkers coming up to hit that 3rd base, but he didn't have his units in the right position. He didn't have the Archons targeting the Phoenixes. It was bad news.
Yeah, indeed. Bit of a bungled attack, no doubt. Some really great moves in this series, though. I'm loving it. Twice, double gas steal fails. Will he try it again?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
If he does, I think he's not going the right route. Keep in mind, guys, Classic's watching and taking notes. We've had a lot of Phoenix versus Phoenix stuff here happening today.
Yeah, well, his notebook right now has one sentence in it. Block double gas steal.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, I believe the coaches, yes, they have just now left the booth. So we're gearing up to go into Coda. Game number 3. That's right, Artosis. It's going to be on Coda. Hero against SOS.
Okay, I want to do some fan fiction for a moment.
Yeah.
What if SOS does gates in Hero's main, but then brings a probe around like he's stealing the gases, so Hero insta takes both of them?
Oh, that would be
Fan fiction.
the greatest ever. That would be so
that's like
neat,
the last thing you
Artosis.
want is both your gases taken right away
Yeah.
against the gateways in your base.
All right, SOS gearing up. These guys still got a long night ahead of them. One guy has to win here and then has to go on against Classic and GSL Code S Champions.
Indeed. Who shall it be? Who do you think?
Dude, I still don't know because
SOS is having brilliant moves, but I think Hero's playing a bit better tonight.
yeah, I think his Hero's been bungling some attacks here and there pretty poorly.
He messed up that attack.
It's definitely been a kind of a seesaw battle, a pendulum battle there. So
Yeah.
I'm just not sure. I'm fine with either of them moving on. I don't know.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you won't hold it against one if they lose.
No, I'm impartial in this case. Our game is loaded up. Hero
funny
against
playing
SOS on game 3.
HOT6 GSL 시즌 3.
Bottom right corner in the red. He is.
CJ 엔투스 히어로.
In the upper left in the blue.
진에어 그리닝스 SOS.
What will he do this game? No double gas steal.
Nope. Looks like he's discarded that one.
Sad. I'd like to see it.
Well, Tosis,
Tasteless.
let's see how SOS does when he's not trying to take your gases and then do some kind of plan B build.
Let's see, indeed. Just normal play this game. It will be a little bit before we can see.
Got anything planned for over the weekend, Artosis?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Doing a little tiny in Korea vacation with the family. We're going to go for 2 days to a big water park that's about an hour outside of Seoul.
Excellent, man. Hope you enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Planning on doing a little bike ride up and down the Han River.
Oh, yeah?
And also playing some Heroes of the Storm.
Great.
Nerding out a little bit.
That's good.
And, yeah, let's see. The Cybernetic cores are going to be starting pretty soon here. Hero, it's interesting because, like, Hero, I guess you're right, he's overall been playing better. Kind of like responding to builds and stuff like that. He's also had some good executions, but then SOS occasionally has these shining moments of brilliance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just like really, I mean, that is a level of mind game what he did with those Phoenixes. He just assessed the situation of Hero being a fantastic player and knowing what to do, and then did something that like a bad player could catch and kill you for, but a great player like Hero, until he sees that one time, that will, you know, it will never really strike his mind because he's focusing on trying to kill you.
Yeah.
You know,
Kinda funny.
it's crazy, but it's so true. Great moves tonight. Just a very good night of Code S. Very much enjoying this.
So they're both getting their stalker out here. And again, we still don't have revealed to us just yet what are the techs going to be. Very important to try to disguise this as much as possible.
Both of them about to have their stalkers pop out, so the probes have to evacuate. And instantly, we do see a Twilight from SOS. What will Hero's tech be? A Twilight as well.
Yeah, one Twilight a little bit quicker than the others. SOS in a slight lead here.
Yeah.
But that's not too consequential, really.
No, it's...
Then we have the Mothership Core Scout here.
Everything's pretty normal for these two. Yeah, you definitely want to get your Mothership Scout. If you see what your opponent is doing, like if you can tell if it's Blink or DT, then you can decide whether or not you need a Robo, which can give you a few extra Stalkers if you wanted to do something aggressive, or if you need to defend against something aggressive.
Important to note is this Mothership Core is being escorted around by the bottom left side. We have a Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine there for SOS. I can't say I'm too surprised.
Yeah, DT is actually an okay opening, and especially if you do like a Dark Shrine Robo, which is exactly what he's doing. And this can be fine against Blink. How this normally ends up is the Blink player will have, the DTs normally won't really do anything, and he'll have to contain you at the bottom of your ramp. Like he'll poke, you use the Nexus Cannon, you have too many Immortals, he contains you with some sentries at the bottom of your ramp. You might be getting Blink or going Warp Prism or something like that, or maybe you were really on top of things and held the bottom of your ramp so he can't do that. And that, if you do that, you're in a great spot as the DT Robo player.
Well, there's a Robo Bay here as well for Hero. So both these guys kind of covering all their bases. Who's going to be the first to expand? It looks like they both banked up enough they could expand right now. It is going to be SOS taking the Nexus first.
Now, of course, we're going to have probably a higher unit count for Hero if he wants to actually make units for some aggression. He doesn't, though, throws down his Nexus. So looks like everything is going to be completely fine for SOS with the build he's chosen. Like, Hero's not actually showing any aggression with this Blink, which is pretty common nowadays. You don't really see people poking too hard with the Blink. It's more of like just a catch-all build.
Just barely before that got out of the reach of the vision there. Scope of the vision for the Observer. He does kill that DT. And now we have Immortals being pumped out here for SOS, with SOS also starting his own Blink.
All right. Well, that was really the only question left here is, do we see Blink research from SOS during this? Because obviously he has to make Immortals, but does he go for Blink or does he go for a Supreme late game with defense throughout? Like, if your opponent bought Blink and a bunch of Stalkers and you started making Immortals much earlier, then both of you might start making Colossus about the same time, but then you have more Immortals against the weaker Stalkers, so something like that could happen. But as we see here, he is getting that counter Blink, and nothing too out of the ordinary from what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a longer game, Artosis. I don't think anybody can attack anybody else.
Yeah.
I think they have to kind of keep to themselves here.
I wonder with SOS here, he might be... No, he only has 2 gates. Okay, he makes his Forge. I was going to say his Forge is so late because you really make it the second that you realize that your opponent can't kill you.
Yeah.
Instead, he kept making Immortals, so I was like, oh, is this going to be a Blink Immortal attack? But he only has 2 gateways, so he was actually a little bit nervous. He wasn't exactly sure what was going on. So he's a little bit late on that
Kind of
upgrade.
surprised this Observer was just sitting next to that other Observer. Great job there by Hero. Hero, you know, oh, that was bad. Losing the Observer and then losing that Stalker. Look, he's coming out to chase him. No dice there. Blink not quite done yet for SOS. So I don't even know if he should have gone out there in the first place. I mean, if you go for DTs, your opponent can certainly have Blink before you do.
Yeah,
you know, you might want to wait until you have Blink before you even go out there.
I think he probably assumed he had Blink too. I just thought he wouldn't get caught, I guess. Now we do have SOS actually making a Warp Prism right now.
He might be doing some Immortal Harass.
I think against Blink you have to be very careful if you want to do that. It definitely could be that, but it might be for just DT drops too. DT drops are really annoying to deal with. Like, you generally, even if there's a cannon, you run, you kill probe, you run away, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's like, okay, you know, they have to maybe use Observers, they have to worry about that all game. There's a lot to it, so I'd like to see him do a little bit of DT dropping. A second robotics bay gets started here for SOS. how
Some
weird
of these
these
guys,
games are.
these have been some bumpy
I
games.
need observer speed now!
Yeah, it's funny. We saw Hero do something similar where he had 2 Twilight Councils. This is what happens when you're under pressure, guys. You're getting tired. It's getting tough. We see these guys making a building that you only make one of ever.
Now he cancels it. By the way, a Stalker found that Warp Prism trying to fly in, so he is really on top of that. He knows that he's going to have to get a cannon in his main, I'm sure. Did he already make it, actually? Oh, he already has the cannon in his main, sorry. So, everything's fine for him. Well, the 3rd base going up for SOS.
Well, I guess this means Hero has to expand right now, right? Is he going to try to run over there and... No, SOS. I was wondering if he was going to run over there and just try to assassinate the probe. Uh-oh. Got to be careful. That observer's going to be in range. Yep, he sees it. Definitely want to jump on top of that. We should see Hero move over there pretty soon. Oh, unless this DT has a Death Wish.
Oh, that sucks. Well, game's like pretty even, but Hero is actually adding a lot of gates. We may see him attack.
I think that's what we got going on, man.
Yeah, with
This is
many
why you
gates
don't want to
finishing
expand too quickly to your 3rd base in this matchup.
up. Yeah, he has 2 more gates right now. He's going to have 3 more gates total in a moment.
You know,
here.
I would let that Warp Prism fly in my base. I'd let him make Zealots or DTs or whatever, and then I'd just go kill him.
Might not be a bad call. He has a good amount of units at the moment.
Now, Thermal Lance is going to get done like a second before SOS is here. If he wants to, I guess he's not going to go. He's not quite in position here.
Well, Warp Prism is trying to do something.
Well, hopefully he'll be able to use his Archons right this time.
Okay, here we go. His +2 is going to finish as well. Don't forget that is a big deal if he engages with +2. His opponent does not have it. Protoss units have lots of attack.
Oh man, he had to sack the Nexus.
Hey, that's great, killing off that Nexus.
Oh my god, he's going to try to come around and actually get him. Oh, this is a mistake.
Yeah, he can't attack into that. SOS has to give this up. Hero has
SOS
absolutely outplayed him in this part. Okay, this Mothership Core, SOS, the amount of times you have lost your Mothership Core tonight without casting a final spell is
pretty
really
remarkable.
getting on my nerves here. This is a huge mistake not to throw down spells with it, but he does lose it there, and this is a great attack by Hero, blinking up, targeting down that
He
claw
should win this
side.
game now.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to keep that Mothership Core alive. That is the crux of your army. That allows you to have the initiation via the time warp. GG.
Yeah.
SOS is out.
Well, I think Hero's playing better than SOS tonight. SOS
agree.
had some brilliant moves, and a lot of stuff just didn't work out for him, like his builds. Like, Hero just grabbed a gas twice in a row. We don't even know what SOS was going to do there.
Yeah, we may never know.
You know, he had some brilliance tonight, absolutely. Played some very good games, but this is the thing. SOS's way of playing doesn't always work. Sometimes Hero will grab both those gases both games.
You know, keep your eyes
and you
peeled.
lose.
Keep your eyes peeled on SOS, guys, because I guarantee you, later on, whether it's this year or early next year, we're going to see him take 2 gases and do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah. I'm sure that we'll see exactly what he had planned for tonight at some point, but for now, SOS unfortunately goes down to Code A. I'm quite sure he'll get back to Code S next season.
He should.
Some poor kid that gets through the qualifiers is going to be like, oh my
So
god,
I made
played
it! And then he plays SOS, and SOS does some crazy stuff and takes him out. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, our final match, it will be Hero against Classic for that last spot in the round of 8. So stay tuned here at the GSL Code S.